DMV Practice Test. Test 3. Question 25. Large trucks are most likely to lose speed and cause a hazard. Option A. On long, gradual curves. Option B. Going up long or steep hills. Option C. Going down long gradual hills. The correct answer is going up long or steep hills. Explanation. Large trucks are most likely to lose speed and potentially cause a hazard when traveling up long or steep hills. Due to their size and weight, trucks may struggle to maintain speed when ascending inclines, especially if the grade of the hill is particularly steep or if the truck is heavily loaded. Test 3. Question 26. Collisions tend to happen when Option A. All vehicles are traveling near or at the same speed. Option B. One lane of traffic is traveling much slower than the others. Option C. One vehicle is traveling faster or slower than the flow of traffic. The correct answer is one vehicle is traveling faster or slower than the flow of traffic. Explanation. Collisions tend to happen when one vehicle is traveling significantly faster or slower than the flow of traffic. This creates a discrepancy in speed among vehicles on the road, increasing the likelihood of accidents. When a vehicle is traveling faster than the flow of traffic, it can lead to rear-end collisions if the driver cannot stop in time to avoid hitting the vehicle in front. Additionally, abrupt lane changes or weaving between lanes at high speeds can increase the risk of collisions with other vehicles. Test 3. Question 27. The maximum speed limit for ideal driving conditions is Option A. The speed of other vehicles traveling in your direction. Option B. The posted speed for the road or freeway you are using. Option C. Whatever speed you feel is safe for you and your vehicle. The correct answer is the posted speed for the road or freeway you are using. Explanation. The maximum speed limit for ideal driving conditions is typically the posted speed limit for the road or freeway you are using. Speed limits are established based on factors such as road design, traffic flow, and safety considerations, and they are intended to promote safe driving practices and reduce the risk of accidents. Test 3. Question 28. This yellow sign means Option A. Medical services ahead. Option B. There is a T intersection ahead. Option C. Crossroads ahead. The correct answer is crossroads ahead. Explanation. A crossroads ahead sign typically consists of a yellow diamond-shaped sign with a black crossroads symbol. This sign indicates that there is an intersection ahead where two or more roads cross each other at approximately the same level. Drivers should be prepared to encounter other vehicles approaching from different directions, potentially entering or crossing their path. It serves as a warning to remain alert, slow down if necessary, and be prepared to yield the right-of-way as needed at the upcoming intersection. Test 3. Question 29. In which of the following scenarios should you avoid pointing your wheels straight ahead? Option A. When waiting to make a left turn at a traffic light. Option B. When parked on a hill or sloping driveway. Option C. When parked on the side of a level roadway without a curb. The correct answer is when parked on a hill or sloping driveway. Explanation. When parked on a hill or sloping driveway, you should not leave your wheels pointed straight ahead. Instead, you should turn your wheels in the direction of the curb if you are facing downhill, or away from the curb if you are facing uphill. This is to prevent your vehicle from rolling into traffic or down the hill if the parking brake fails or if there's any unexpected movement. Turning your wheels in the appropriate direction creates a form of additional safety measure to help prevent accidents or damage to your vehicle. Test 3. Question 30. this sign means? Option A. Approaching a railroad crossing and should prepare to stop. Option B. Will come to a complete stop at the upcoming railroad crossing. Option C. Need to stop and wait for a signal before crossing the railroad tracks. The correct answer is approaching a railroad crossing and should prepare to stop. Explanation. When you see a railroad crossing sign, you are approaching a railroad crossing and should prepare to stop. The sign serves as a warning that you are nearing a railroad crossing, and it is crucial to be prepared to stop if necessary. It does not mean that you will always have to stop at every railroad crossing, but you should exercise caution, be alert, and check for any approaching trains or signals indicating an oncoming train. Only proceed across the tracks when it is safe to do so and when you are sure there are no trains approaching. Always obey all traffic laws and signs related to railroad crossings to ensure your safety and the safety of others on the road. Test 3. Question 31. If a truck or bus is making a right turn where you also need to make a right turn, you should. Option A. Quickly turn before the truck or bus is able to. Option B. Wait until the truck or bus turns before you turn. Option C. Squeeze between the truck or bus and the curb. The correct answer is wait until the truck or bus turns before you turn. Explanation. When a truck or bus is making a right turn at an intersection where you also need to make a right turn, you should wait until the truck or bus turns before you turn. Here's why. Large trucks and buses have a wider turning radius compared to passenger vehicles, which means they often need more space to complete a right turn. If you attempt to turn at the same time as the truck or bus, you may risk getting too close to their turning path, which can be dangerous. It's safer to stay behind or yield to the larger vehicle and let it complete its turn before you make your right turn. Squeezing between the truck or bus and the curb is not advisable because it can lead to a collision or unsafe driving conditions, especially if there isn't enough space. Always prioritize safety and give larger vehicles the space they need to maneuver safely. Test 3. Question 32. When driving under snowy or icy conditions. Option A. It is safe to use your cruise control. Option B. Make speed and directional changes more gradually than usual. Option C. Drive as you would under normal conditions. The correct answer is make speed and directional changes more gradually than usual. Explanation. When driving under snowy or icy conditions, you should make speed and directional changes more gradually than you would otherwise. Driving in snowy or icy conditions can be hazardous, and adjusting your driving behavior to match the road conditions for safety is essential. Test 3. Question 33. Always stop before crossing railroad tracks when. Option A. There isn't sufficient space on the other side for your vehicle to completely clear the tracks. Option B. The railroad crossing is situated in a city or town with frequent train traffic. Option C. You are transporting 2 or more young children in a passenger vehicle, prioritizing their safety. The correct answer is there isn't sufficient space on the other side for your vehicle to completely clear the tracks. Explanation. When crossing railroad tracks, it's essential to ensure that there is enough space on the other side for your vehicle to fully clear the tracks. This prevents the risk of getting stuck or obstructing the path of an oncoming train. It emphasizes the importance of safety and proper clearance when crossing railroad tracks to avoid accidents or potential collisions with trains. Test 3. Question 34. This yellow sign means. Option A. Less space between lanes ahead. Option B. The left lane will end ahead. Option C. The highway will be divided ahead. The correct answer is the left lane will end ahead. Explanation. The left lane will end ahead sign indicates that the left lane of the road you are traveling on will soon come to an end. This sign is typically used to warn drivers that they need to merge right into the adjacent lane to continue their journey safely. It's essential for drivers to heed this sign and merge early, rather than waiting until the last moment, to ensure smooth traffic flow and avoid abrupt lane changes or potential collisions with vehicles in the adjacent lane. This sign is particularly common on highways and freeways where lanes may merge due to construction, lane reductions, or other roadway configurations. Test 3. Question 35. A broken yellow centerline means that Option A. Passing is not permitted. Option B. Passing on the right is permitted when the way ahead is clear. Option C. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. The correct answer is passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. Explanation. A broken yellow centerline separates traffic traveling in opposite directions, and it indicates that passing is allowed when it is safe to do so. Drivers can pass other vehicles when there is no oncoming traffic and the road is clear, but they should exercise caution and make sure it's safe to pass before doing so. Remember to always follow traffic laws and use your judgment when passing on the road. Test 3. Question 36. When encountering livestock or other animals on the roadway, prioritize safety by Option A. Swerve out of the way. Option B. Reduce your speed to safely assess the situation. Option C. Ignore them. The correct answer is reduce your speed to safely assess the situation. Explanation. Reducing your speed allows you to have more time to assess the situation and react appropriately. Swerving out of the way might lead to loss of control or collisions with other vehicles or obstacles, potentially causing more harm. Ignoring the presence of animals on the roadway increases the risk of accidents and can pose dangers to both the animals and drivers. Therefore, slowing down to assess the situation is the safest course of action.